filthy casual.
Yeah, I see it.
I'm just saying that for the people who can't see the chat, like when it's on YouTube, so.
They can see it on chat.
Oh, okay.
If you look at my layout, there's a chat window.
I definitely don't look down on casual fans except for the ones at work. Because the ones at work are like, it's just about shooting aliens, blah, blah. And I just look at them, I give them the dirtiest, meanest look, and I'm like, read a book. And then I walk away. It's kind of... Because people don't believe that I love Halo. And I'm like, I'm in it for the story. I am super in it for the story. The universe is so rich, and as a fan, even being new, we are so fortunate to have had so many good creators and writers and storytellers and everything that we can get into this every day. You know, every day now I feel like there's something new. And I know it's leading up to Halo 5 and it may ebb or something, you know, in the downtime between games, but it is so rich and we're really lucky. It's very fortunate to be a Halo fan, I think. I'm like waxing poetic about how much I love everybody.
It's a good time. They're doing something that... Okay, I play Destiny. I have nothing against Bungie. Bungie gave us Halo.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm not gonna say anything against Bungie. But 343's doing what I wish Bungie would do. And that's expanding canon outside of the games. And embracing you have an expanded canon.
Further to that, sorry not to interrupt that much, but it's gonna be just a quick statement. 343 took all this old stuff that had become obscure and possibly, like, to some people irrelevant, and said, you know what we love? The people who know their Halo. And it is like the entire Halo universe leading up to 5 has been gift wrapped with a really nicely done bow and handed to us lovingly with, like, batted eyelashes and, like, I don't even know. It has been, in my opinion, just a love letter to the Halo fans who were deep into it. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's okay. You said what I was gonna say. You're good. But you're right about the gamer geek boy thing. That's what a lot of it is. I'm fortunate there's guys at work that don't look at me that way, unlike her. But they yell at me because I play Halo and not Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's the only one I get, so,
Yeah, they don't... At work, they're just kind of like, Halo doesn't have a story, and I'm like, sit down, let me educate you.
Yeah, see, then I turn to them and go, COD doesn't have a story either, so shut up.
Oh, burn.
It does,
burn,
but
burn,
it's the same freaking idea. Oh, yeah, god damn it, I'm gonna die.
Would you not? Oh, I forgot that you were playing because I had the thing pulled up. Oh, do you already have episode 3 pulled up? My bad.
It's paused. I said mine's on a playlist, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, and just real quick, strong female characters. Yeah, that is, I think, one of the things that was so... Now, again, late to the party. I'm like, how many freaking years late to the party? Like 12 years late to the party? No, like 10 years late to the party. Let's call it 10 years late to the party. I'm always late. That from day 1, Fall of Reach, Chapter 1, not the prologue, Chapter 1, Catherine Halsey. Telling Jacob what to do, and where to sit. She is strong, she is capable, she is intelligent, she is terrifying. And I'm just like, bless Halo. Like, for real. Just bless the heck out of Halo. That's part of what made me fall in love with it, was that strength. There are lots of strong females in Halo, absolutely. But you're gonna hear me talk about her a lot. I've said the name Catherine like 8,000 times already in this.
We can't talk about Halo without mentioning them.
You can't talk about Halo without talking about Chief and Halsey.
You can't. And then with us, that leads that leads to us discussing other things.
It takes us right down that rabbit hole.
It does. It's just nothing new for us.
Yeah. It's not. I'll try to stop, but the thing is that is essential to know about Catherine and why I talk about her so much with this is that she is. There are two main characters in those first few Halo novels, the three that I'm specifically speaking of, Fall of Reach, First Strike, and Ghosts of Onyx, and that's Chief and Halsey. They literally have like their own sections of the book. It's kind of divided up between them, but yeah, I just it's a thing. Anyway, my bad. Okay, so shall we go ahead and episode... Oh, wait, you're in a cutscene.
No, it don't matter. This is the stupid one where I start going through portals. We're good.
Oh, not a stupid cutscene. It's a part of the game that is stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't say it's stupid. It's great.
It's
just annoying.
Stupid!
It is stupid. Oh. Okay, so are we ready? Do you need to restart? Do you need to archive the stream or anything?
Yeah, let me stop recording real fast. I keep because I'm not uploading a gigabyte worth of frickin' video to YouTube. So.
Oh no, it's no, that'll take us like 20 years.
Yeah,
because you have to send it to me, or I have to give you my we'll access to my YouTube or whatever.
I did that in between us chatting, but it's not gonna matter. I'm not too worried about it.
Okay, are we good then?
We're good.
Okay, so guys, next up for any new viewers, we're about to listen to another episode of Hunt the Truth and actually do what we said we were going to do. And this will be episode 3, Critical Condition. I'll do a countdown to give us a little buffer. And, get a drink of water, actually. Cause
go get water. Yeah, go get a drink.
I bought 3 liters of water on the way home from getting donuts.
Yeah. I have 3 bottles of iced tea left in the fridge. I'm good.
Oh my lord. Yeah, this stream unofficially brought to you by 7-Eleven coffee. 7-Eleven coffee! It's freaking delicious. There we go. I'm just kidding. That's unofficial. We don't have any support from 7-Eleven other than me giving them their money.
Like, so. I'm not even sponsored, so I don't have squat.
That's okay. I sponsor you with my affection.
Yes, that's exactly what we got here.
We have affectionate streams. I don't know. All right, so here we go. Ready?
Yeah, before I start dying 20 times to this.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
Hunt the Truth, Season 1, Episode 3, Critical Condition. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ray, tell me you got something.
Yeah, I do.
Ray Kurzig is a good friend of mine and a completely emotionless robot. I mean that in the best way. As an independent analyst, he's the most efficient and resourceful researcher I know. That's why I'd sicked him on this story a few days earlier. I needed to debunk the claims of Ellie's friend Katrina. He was in the area on business, so he took the time to come down and meet with me at my home office. So Katrina told me that John died at 6 years old.
Right.
And his parents, who supposedly died in a rebel prison, were still alive years later.
Right.
No, this woman's ruining my story, Ray. Tell me why she's lying.
Well, yes, ruining his story.
Ray had found copious financial records indicating that John's parents were not just alive past 25-24, but working and paying their bills. They died in 25-24. Come on, man.
Well, sorry. Their employers and a preponderance of local merchants disagree with you. I mean, the central repositories were really thin, but you dig through enough mirrored archives, it all pops up. The records are there.
Ray swiped through document after document corroborating this. He even showed me medical insurance claims for a pediatric autoimmune specialist in 2517. Exactly when Katrina said John got sick.
Every time a new voice comes up, I'm looking him up online.
I didn't find any of it
Look
funny.
at their IMDb.
I'm Benjamin Giroux, and this is Hunt the Truth.
In case you didn't know who he was. I'm just kidding. I actually like that they do that intro every time.
Yeah.
Come on.
Office of Naval Intelligence. Public Relations.
Hey, Sully.
Tell me good things, Ben.
It was disconcerting to be talking to the ONI insignia again, but I started positive. The story was going
baby
really
Sully.
well. But that little data problem. The death record, it was back. I was hoping Sully would smooth it out for me.
Ben, I thought we talked about this. Glassed planets
Have
bad
bad
records.
No, I know. I just,
Glassed
it's not
planets
just the
have bad
records,
Ben.
actually.
This is colonial
No,
journalism
listen, Sully, if you
101.
could. People are
you
saying...
serious with this?
People
Glassed
are saying...
planets
Listen, do glass...
Sully, chill!
This guy's a Nickelodeon actor, by the way, just as a heads up.
Yes. That was my cue to stop recording. The off-the-record conversation was brief. Sully asked me if I wanted to do the next interview. What he meant was, do you want to keep this job?
Wah.
I said yes.
Your call is over.
Well, as you can see, I've pretty much permanently stationed myself on this beach.
That was my next interview. Jacob Walker, retired Navy. He lives in a beach community way out on Castellaneta. The first thing I noticed about Walker when he answered my call was that he wasn't wearing a shirt, which made us both laugh. He explained that after 28 years of service, as far as he was concerned, it was all R&R all the time. I couldn't argue with that philosophy. He slipped on a t-shirt and I asked him about the Master Chief.
Oh, hell yeah, John. You bet your ass I remember him.
Walker's career began 3 decades ago with Naval Force Reconnaissance School at Black Sea.
Oh, right,
Little
this
did
is
he know
Steve
boot camp
Bloom.
would turn out to be something
Yep.
he'd never forget. Walker was
can't-
there
I almost
alongside
met
the young
him.
man
I didn't
who
get to meet him.
become
I'm
the
so
Master
mad.
Chief. The gravity of that
Well, we
was not
both
lost
got to
on
almost meet Steve and Jen, but that didn't
He pushed
happen
us
either.
real hard, but
I know.
John, well, he'd push us even harder, not even trying. You screwed up. You
wouldn't
didn't
have
know
had
whether to be
anything for
more
him to
scared of the
say.
CO or John.
At first, though, Walker was unimpressed.
Oh, no, man. I remember, I think it was the first week, there was a lot of talk. We were outside the mess tent, me and these other 2 jackasses getting into it, chests all puffed up and talking about being cold-blooded killers and stepping on necks, all that. I wanted to be in leadership one day. And, of course, I was 19 and jacked as hell, so, well, I figured I only had so much competition. Meanwhile, there's this quiet nobody from nowhere standing on the fringes looking at the horizon. John. Yeah, first I thought he was 20, 21. He's a big dude. Turns out he was only 16. I mean, that kid wasn't even on my radar.
Soon, though, Walker says all that machismo fell to the wayside and a real leader emerged in John.
Training exercises, whoever finished last got the brunt. I mean, last one in on a 20-mile. You're walking back while we catch a Pelican dropship. And that there's some downright lethal terrain, too. Reach is, well, it was a tough planet. But John, man, he took lead every time. A lot of risk and responsibility. Didn't have to, but, hell, he did it. And then halfway in, he'd start to hang back, you know, and help the stragglers. You're injured, whatever. He'd be right there helping you out.
And then, without fail, Walker says, John always made sure he came in last and took the punishment.
He made us all want to follow his lead. Try harder and help each other. I mean, we're supposed to do that, but nobody ever really wanted to until then. Anyway, we did it. But taking the hit for the group, now that was John's thing. I only challenged him for the honor once. I never made that mistake again.
Walker's in his early 50s now, but he seemed lit up with the energy of a much younger man. It seemed the will that he and the other recruits had, in a sense, borrowed from John so many years ago, was still inspiring Walker. It was remarkable. He knew John, lived with him for months, yet to him, John still seemed to be an almost mythical character.
What he was able to do, getting back on his own like that in the pitch black, no nav equipment, man, he was inhuman.
That kid was a monster, right? They all were.
Anthony Petrosky, a retired orbital drop shock trooper I found through Mishak Maradi. Yes, That Mishak Maradi, the truther, who's been messaging me for months. And yes, I was pretty desperate for leads. We'll leave it at that. But Petrovsky was definitely